YouTube check. YouTube check 1, 2. Okay, team. So we were able to put out a pretty fair warning yesterday with well, I guess what I'm trying to say is that we were absolutely wondering of the potentials of coming back down to testing the areas that we had just kind of flown over, right? Specific to these zones right down here of the 206 to 203.99. You know, we got a massive bounce from that area there, and then we flew all the way up towards the zone of around 221.70 before experiencing this next downside all the way down here, and now getting very close to one of the bottom targets that we were talking about here, guys. So I did get a few comments. I did get a few inquiries regarding these downside targets. While I did mention that we could maybe even retest these lows here, the extended lows have always been there, but I didn't imagine that we could get down there today. And now today specifically to within the last 6 hours. And that, guys, this proceeds after a massive, massive down day in the in the S&P 500. So the overall markets, I mean, if I can put it to you like this, I am. Check this out. Okay, I'm gonna put on the daily time frame and switch over to the SPX, right? And I'm gonna show you. Or even the SPY, right? It doesn't matter, but putting this chart up here and showing you what I'll just highlight it here so you could just I'll take a screenshot of it here so you can see what it is, right? So I'll paste it right here, and I'm gonna show you what today's drop looks like. So on the S&P, we did a minus 1.56% day today, guys. So that this is really big. Okay, so at 2%, that's usually when we get circuit breakers. You know, they'll halt the market at 2%, and just I guess so you can kind of understand what this did, because this affects everything. You know, everything under the light of the sun, man. It really does affect it. Your daily average true range, usually the SPX can move up or down, right? On average, 94 points, $94. But today's price action, you know, this thing opened up at 67.38 and it closed all the way down to 65.38. So guys, that's 200 points. The SPX made like over 2 days of average true range in just today. Now, I mean, the curious thing is right now is that this thing is already bouncing. Actually, it just retraced. It was, you know, the S&P 500 E-mini futures contracts. They were at 65.94 after closing your prior day at around 65.57. So moving up over 30 points in the after hours is already like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to talk to you about, yes, let's go ahead and talk about XRP, but I also have to talk to you about the tether dominance, because we are reaching that level, guys, that magical level. But before we do so, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is Arca, coming at you here at 9:53 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, November 20th. Spot price action. XRP sitting at 197.56 after experiencing a total low of around 195.56 out of the 195.01 that I had to this lower bound target. I'm not saying that I was right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just that we have the targets here set out, just in case we can take advantage of it one way or another, right? So I personally still think we can kind of hover in here. Can we break 191 or 190? Yeah, we could. But do I think it's likely? No, I actually don't think it's likely to break this down. It is possible, but I feel like we're near the floor, and there could be anything to mention, anything like literally anything can be mentioned here, and this thing would rip. For example, the jobs report, right, or jobs coming in, they didn't come in bad, but I don't think they met expectations. So which is why the market's kind of sold off. And then also, I'm not sure if they're going to cut. I'm not sure if they're going to cut anymore the Fed may not cut this 25 BIP coming up. So this may actually force, right? Given the numbers of jobs, this now may force the Fed to cut a 50 BIP in January. So there's, we had those two kind of negatives, right, before being presented, I guess, a positive, but not until the beginning of the year. So, and I'm not going to say that that's also I'm not going to say that that's completely what contributed to selling off. Like, I haven't seen a sell off like this in a while. You know what I mean? So I can't tell you that that's completely the issue there. But what I can tell you What I can tell you is this. Check it out. Let's move on to the USDT tether dominance chart. And we're going to just remind ourselves over what that 7-month cycle is looking at on the exact candle that we're supposed to be on within the 2-week time frame. This is where we are, right? We are well within this pocket here. So this is the pocket of capitulation. So, you know, we're talking about massive declines, you know, starting with this right here, right? So you're starting right at that point there, and you have huge capitulation, right? So whenever the tether dominance goes down, the risk on assets or risk on like XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, HBAR, all that stuff goes up, right? So as soon as this, guys, as soon as this gives way, this, that could be a massive run. And I have also, you guys already know this, right? But I have ran the back test here of Ethereum against the USDT tether dominance. And yeah, any time that those iterations have dropped like the way that we just saw in that triangle, you have these runs, right? You have these runs on Ethereum specifically, like huge upsides here. The last time this happened 7 months ago, right? We have an opening here of around 1595, topping out at around just almost $5,000. So that's the gravity of what this, what this thing can do. That was this iteration here. So look where we are. That's a bit of the optimism that I can actually spread here. So what does that mean for XRP? Well, it's precisely this. You know, so I have a feeling that we can correlate the 195.01 to 190.56 now, at least, to this 6.537 to 6.245% of the tether dominance chart here. So let's keep that in mind, and potentially observe these lows to we're, like I said yesterday, right? We're at around near lows, but should it be possible that we can retest the lows again? Yeah, definitely. And the reason was it dipped way harder than I thought, but absolutely one of those reasons was that, having Nvidia and Amazon present great earnings beats and stuff like that created the market to inflate. So the market inflates, right? And then you leave a gap between the closing of the prior day and the opening of the next day. So that gap, there's an 80% probability of closing those gaps, right? So that's why there was that short-term upside, huge, massive gap up. And then sentiment takes over, right? Huge drop. And in order to close the gap of the prior day, but this was, I don't know how it fed a whole other day of lows. But this is still the working thesis here. I'm still thinking what we've talked about here, that your probable lows are around here, and I think that we may actually have an opportunity to see a shift here soon. Historically speaking, Novembers are pretty powerful, ending green for BTC and stuff like that. So let's just see what's up, guys. We can't remain bullish like the way that you think it should be. You have to remain cautiously optimistic, expecting further blood. You know what I mean? That's just the gravity of the truth here. But should you need any assistance, or I mean, ask me a question, guys. Anything, right? And guys, I'm going to be starting a massive blowout sale for the Black Friday event starting tomorrow. Unfortunately, things like Momentum One and this data cells advance, those items will not be included, but the courses are going to be included, and also the larger algorithms, those will also be included, some of those, right, in pairs and in clusters and whatever you want. Okay, guys. So maybe refrain from I mean, if you guys want to grab this stuff here, then that's always available, right? But also, all the classes and everything, guys, refrain from purchasing any of that stuff tonight, and maybe come back in tomorrow night or afternoon or something, and we'll have some deals ready here for you. Okay, team. But I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. Just expect nothing but the worst here, right? If we can actually come back down to these areas, these are highly liquid for XRP. Should we reach, especially down to the 190.56 or 190.58 area down there, guys, we can really put together a potential buying situation here. There could be liquidity waiting for us there. You know what I mean, guys? Let's just be as smart as we can be. Do not enter or over lever into these positions so quickly. And I think I think everything will be okay. You know, trust me when I say that. I hear it everywhere. This is not the only Discord, right? Many other people are saying how, like, I'm not going to lie, guys. The market has been a very interesting one. And I've been trying to write a code, to figure out what's exactly happening, because it's killing the market is killing even some of the most, some of the most advanced traders that I know today. So, and usually speaking, right, when things happen like this, we should probably consider just kind of either backing off, staying cash, or learn the market by, really sizing down and see about how these short-term opportunities may be the better ones for now, right? Long-term bags, sure, we're at the lows right now, right? So maybe, but also, right, remain very, very cautious with that too. If you're adding, but guys, we're below $2 on XRP. That's an okay thing. All right. So, yeah, team, remember, I'll never, ever reach out to you. I'll never friend request you first. I'll never greet you when you're coming into the ARCABULLS trading team. It's just not like that. Okay, guys, if somebody's reaching out to you with the name of Arca and saying, hey, how are you? That's not me. All right, team. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and continue right now, literally right now, guys, we have the trading team here in Discord kind of watching this live, and I'm going to go ahead and continue the market prep and now. All right, team. Well, thank you so much, and we'll speak very, very J Scary Larry later. All right, team. Adios, and adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot have you guys buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be good. But with that said, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, team. Nice. Thanks, guys, for holding up there. Yeah, you know what? That was I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me pull up the charts here. Where? Okay. I think it was on the ES. No, guys. Something. Man, yeah, wherever that may be, it'll be wherever it is. I can't find it as of right now, but that sucks. But it's okay. And I guess whatever I was just gonna show you guys is just that. I mean, excellent entry on the upper hand, on the upper targets, right, for the broader market. Oh, it was this, but it's just the overextension was insane, man. You know what I mean? That was crazy. So, yeah, catching this. Right, so entries literally, I mean, dude, and we're talking about 67, just about 90, right? 67, 90. That's, you're looking at an 80-point move here, and then from there all the way to this point, right, where I really thought that you can't see anything. Them really? Guys, wait. How many of you can't see anything here? That's a problem. But yeah, this would be, I mean, dude, what is that? 100 and just about 20 points down, right? 120 points down from that area into this area here. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Insane. Insane. But all good. I mean, not all good for a lot of people, but dude, I really can't believe that happened. You know, it was insane. But thank you, Lioness. Thank you so much for checking into that. Now, team, why don't we? Yeah, let me just go ahead and post this up for the XRP family, right? Just give me a couple minutes here, and we'll come back and do our regularly scheduled market prep, right? Then the long-term backs, yeah, you know, it's just for now. It's hard to kind of open up those long-term positions. I'm sorry, and expect massive returns from the long-terms right now. It really kind of belongs to maybe just short-term opportunities, right? Staying cash here and there, and then doing your thing. You know, at least for now. You know, everything has its time. I know institutions also offer the you know, they perform the immediate short-term trades just like that. As soon as the market turns into a high volatility, you know, a pigsty, so they'll take that approach as well. But yeah, guys, this shouldn't take long at all. I just want to go ahead and just post this thing up for the XRP family and be back at our thing. So what do you say, team? Just a quick little 4 or 5 minute break, and then I will mention, I can do at everyone and say I'm back, and we can get ourselves we can get ourselves some more let's just find out what the markets are going to do tomorrow, team. This is going to be crazy. Yikes. I am responding to you here with a heart and a fire. My goodness. Thanks, brother. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the mention. I will try to continue teaching the best I can, my brother. I promise. But yeah, team, hold on just a second, and I'll mention everybody as soon as I'm back. Oh, bro, man, that's serious. You're saying seriously though, like, bro, like for real. Like I feel the energy. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, really. It gives fuel, right? It gives fuel for continuation and strength, you know, especially for the students and everyone else, you know. I love you so much. Thank you. Let me get this rolling here, team. Just give me around 4 or 5 minutes. We'll get this donezo and donezo and donezo. check, 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 check. What is up, team? What is up? What is up? What is up? You know what was pretty curious today is how this FNGR FNGR was curious today. You know, I don't really talk about it too much, but look at the thing. It gapped up today, right? Reached this resistance of the 143 we had, pulls back into just about those entry levels of 136 and stays up at 140. What the crap was going on with that ticker, right? Very curious times on that, man. Ian, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Scotty Trades. I'm gonna be creating an update on Momentum One. So as when I mention it that the update is ready, all you have to do is just you know what? You'll probably see it like something like this. Let me see. You'll probably see something like this, right? When your indicators are up, you'll notice that when you pop in here, right? I know that it's really tiny to see this here, but you know, hold on. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and point out like a little thing here for you, or for anyone who owns the Momentum One indicator. So there's gonna be like right at the beginning here, right? There's gonna be like two arrows, right? And those arrows are gonna be kind of like, I know that you guys have seen this before, right? So one of them like this, and then the other one's gonna be like the opposition, right? So just like this, except that you're gonna have the right, you're gonna have the arrow pointing like this on one of them, and then the other one's gonna have the arrow completely the opposition, right? Just like this. And why I'm telling you this is because this is how you update your indicator. Okay, so it'll be like dark blue, and I'm pretty sure it's also, guys, can you tell me if some of you have seen this before and validate with me if it is truly, I think it's all blue like this, right? But yeah, it would be a signal like this, and it would be right like in here somewhere, maybe at the end over here, but this would be the symbol. So in fact, you know what, this is actually a pretty cool pretty cool thing for us to kind of point at, right? We'll do it like this so that everyone kind of knows, right? Hold on. We'll make this a little thicker here. Oh, XRP is ready. And we'll put this like something like maybe a white, right? Just like that. And so this is going to be your this means update is ready, right? And we'll also make this pretty gigantic. Man, I hated how that displayed it. Let's see if it displays it okay on the 28. Still weird. Wow. 24. Okay. Yeah, that would be like this. This means update is ready. And click it. You know, I'm going to leave this for everybody to know. I'm going to pin it somewhere, you know, now that we're doing it kind of together here. And this, I'll just put here that the blue symbol would appear in this section. What do you think, guys? Pretty good? Nice. Okay. It does. It's not gonna be with me in it, guys. Don't even worry about it. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do this too. A good point. There we go. Thank you, Dea. That is absolutely. I mean, yeah, we should know. So it's for any and all algorithms. No problem, brother. Of course. And shock and awe, dude, I didn't get to say anything. Man, let's go. Congratulations on your trades. Great stuff. Super happy to hear it. You know, not everyone kind of came out alive like that, but I'm very happy to hear that you did. Let's go. I don't see that arrows simple. It's not red. Wait. I'm putting this up for when an update is ready. There is no update ready right now. So I was just telling Scotty that and it will come in the future. Yes, that's correct. So I was just telling Scotty that I was about to create an update for Momentum 1, and when I say that the update is ready, all you would have to do, anyone who owns any algo, right? I'll name which algo is ready for an update, and for you to just optimize or for you to optimize or do whatever, all you have to do is just really come down into the come into this zone here, right in here, right, and you'll see that tiny little symbol here. So, and maybe we should actually do something like this here, right? And I will get everything out of the way. You know, that this could be a universal thing for everyone to kind of know. You know what I mean? There we go. Got it. Okay, now we can go ahead and take this into consideration, right? We'll go ahead and just do it like this and exclude the data cells, the data cells on the right hand side. So we're gonna put this in ARCABULLS trade systems. No, I don't think we should do it. Sorry, I don't think we should do it there. This is where I was talking about, right? This is where everyone's going to see this as soon as the new Discord launches. The Eternals team will be able to see how how all the algorithms are going to be placed like this instead of like well, this is your public view, right? So this is still going to be okay, but when you guys are actually, when the Eternals team completely gets migrated here, you will see this here. So ABT trade systems, you'll be able to see all of the products like this, and you'll get all that, all the stuff, all the information, and whatever else. You know what I mean, guys? So yeah, I was gonna just put this in this area here. So let's do an @everyone and make sure to put in here. This is how to update. So we'll send this to everyone, right? And we'll also go ahead and pin this message. So informative things for the team, just like yeah, we'll pin it like this, right? And yeah, we'll pin it, right, guys? So that's how to do that. And from the pinned messages, you can just go into here and you'll start seeing that there's going to be a bunch of other ones pinned. But it really is kind of a service-based thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, I hope this works out here, because it is important for us to put like these little tiny trinkets here and there, to help out the community. Things are gonna change here, guys, a lot. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. But got it. This is the video, guys, for XRP. Let me just post it here, guys. Blast it out to everybody. Give me like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Hold on. team, the reason why I'm showing you this here is because you know, just in case we have any, I'm just gonna make it a habit here, guys. We have we're gonna be having new people rolling in and whatever else, right? So make sure to, if you are looking for my X profile, this is it here. Okay, so remember, guys, that we keep the Arc University, we keep that unmentioned, right? So that's why here we just have one Discord, right? This is our trading Discord. This is the private one, but it is private as in it's publicly released. So this is my one X account, guys, my only X account. I don't have any other like super, you know, like super secret crazy plan, you know, like this one's for crypto and this one's for equities. None of that, guys. Okay, I don't do that. I don't have an IG, right? I don't have a TikTok. In fact, there is actually an IG, but it's just not active at all. And I don't have a TikTok. Okay, guys. So just make sure that the one that you're following, you know, meets these numbers here, and make sure that this isn't reposted here either, right? So this is a way that you can tell who's who. This is just me, as in I pinned this because it's mine, so it isn't reposted, right? That's how people kind of get away from it. They repost it into their you know, they'll do this here and it'll show up into their profile or whatever, and then you'll have somebody that looks like me, but it's not actually me. Okay, guys. So I'm not really following anyone, right? So just keep those things in the know, and then everything will be okay. Okay, guys. As far as that, I mean, you have no idea, guys. You have no idea how many people. Dea, be safe, buddy. Love you, dude. Oh, thought Zeus, buddy. I was just gonna say, you have no idea how many people like are getting like screwed and scammed, dude. You literally spent like $3 on this, and you turned $3 into $126, dude. Bro, and you also, you know, total return, today's return and total return, that means that you never saw the downside. Bro, it reached 170. Oh my goodness, no way. Oh, dude, that is literally the easiest $120 you've ever made in your life, I'm sure, bro. You know what? Jen was actually loading up puts for February and January starting just last week, I believe, you know. So she was expecting like a huge potential sell-off or downside coming in. And she kind of dated it too. She's one of my talented ones, man. So one of the little what do you call them? Little savants out there. You know, she's doing really good. She's trying all the new strategies, right? She's practicing, I think, the temporal dynamics that we're showing in conditioning. The exotic time, all that stuff, guys. So be curious, team. You guys got it. Thought Zeus, you're doing great, buddy. Ninja, you're doing great if he's in here. Yeah, but you know my OGs are in here already doing their thing, man. Shock over here, just shocking the world with a massive game. Let's go, bro. Oh my goodness. And Destiny saying I would get 25 contracts if it's under 10 cents. You know what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can start picking up some you know, some longer term calls here, you know, for the indices like the SPY or something, and you could pick them up for maybe February, and you know, it's just your extrinsic value would the amount of extrinsic value is extrinsic value being that you have expiry, like longevity, and also how far away is it from your strike price. Or from the mark price, right? How your strike price, how far is it from the mark, from where we are presently? So that all that stuff matters, you know. And should it be that you just start gaining massive upside, well, those are probably going to be very profitable. You know what I mean? So I have a specific chart to show you guys here. Actually, it would be from the SPX, and it is critical information. Let me put this and kind of get away from the, I'm going to get away from where you guys are. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to get away from the Discord. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. Let's switch over. Hold on. And here you go. Okay, you guys are seeing that, right? You're seeing the ES ticker on your screen too. My monitoring is getting a little weird here, but let me see if I can just get this thing restarted here. Perfect. I got an early day in a few hours. Y'all take care. Oh, okay. Lioness, be safe, okay? If you need anything while you're at work, you let me know. Just text me or whatever. But please be safe out there. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay, so team, this is what I wanted to kind of show you here, right? Oversold. Oh, dude. Okay, first of all, daily, the average here for daily ATR, I'm sorry, for the daily bars here, these green ones, the oversold conditions, right? The average is 4.76, and we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, and this, hold on, and this, but I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to give you guys my thesis on this, and let me know what you think. Okay, so the last time we had, you know, a down day similar to the one that we're experiencing, similarly to the one that we're experiencing here, like that, was probably this one here. So on October 10th, Friday, given that this was a Friday into a Monday, and this would be the Thursday into a Friday, it's you know, it's that's not the point. It's just what I'm seeing here as far as the volume traded. So this was a daily candle here of the ES trading 2.89 million, and this was a daily candle of the ES trading 2.57 million. So they're roughly around the same valuations and roughly around the same sizes too. So the last time this did anything, right? It actually forced the SPY to do, or the SPX, better said, or it doesn't matter. It's both of them, right? Because of whatever. So you can see here that we're at that bottom side. The next day on the SPY, which hasn't opened just yet, this is what happened. We closed at around 650.286, and the next day the SPY opened up at 660. So 652 to 660, guys. That's pretty much almost the entire ATR, $9.39, any daily open that this gets. So what I'm saying is that that's also a possibility here. Now, it's not what you think, though. It's not going to be like this hugely bullish event. No. What I'm thinking is that they're going to eat all of the long puts and the long calls everywhere. Everyone is going to get eaten up. How? Well, I can already imagine, guys, how many puts are being held here, you know, overnight. People betting that this is going to continue to the downside, which may actually happen, right? I'm probably wrong on this, because this is a, you know, to fight against it. This is a tweezer well, like, okay, well, fine. This is a tweezer top, right? And also potentially and also a true red outside bar. And this one is a, oh, right. Okay. That's a hint. This is a bearish engulfing true red outside bar, but it's created on the upside. So that gives it a probability of invalidation. Very curious. I didn't notice that earlier. Oh my goodness. So that's it makes me want to oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious. That is crazy. I didn't notice that. I mean, right. So this is a curious event here too. See this, like you have this upside and then you create your bearish engulfing, right? This is your bearish engulfing here, but it's I don't even know how to explain it to you guys. Guys, this is curious. I'm not even getting, I can't see another iteration. It has to be this big, you know, and I don't have anything that big really. You know, it would have to be comparable to things like that. Your bearish engulfings work. They work best. Okay. They work best when they're up here, you know, not down here with a tiny upside. Like it's just, the technicality of this is reading weird. Okay, so anyway, it doesn't matter. I think this could be happening here. So where all these puts, right? It's first of all, it's an expiry day tomorrow, right? So we're expiring. They're probably not going to want to pay any of the puts or the calls. And so how do you do that? So you would gap the market up completely, right? And make everybody feel that this is going to run through the top. But historically speaking, this this is saying that your sell-off happened early, right? And now they're going to pump the market all the way up, and as soon as everybody feels that it's going to continue, they buy all the calls and they freeze the day. Why is that? Why is that? The reason why that is because when you get a huge day like this, right? I think it's 1 to 2% days, the SPY and the SPX and the ES. There's a big probability. I'm talking 90% probabilities that you get an inside day after. So they're gonna freeze price as soon as all these puts are completely demolished and out of back out of the money. All the people are gonna feel like this momentum is gonna continue upward, right? You're looking at targets here. Anywhere. I mean, if I were to put a guess on this, sure, you have resistance at 661 on this, but you really have these areas here where it's like super critical. You know, you have this bottom of the gap starting roughly at around 664, 665-ish. You also have this 666, and then also these massive inflection zones that are 661 to roughly around 668-ish, right? So these are critical areas that rhyme with many, many candles and many, many tops. So that could be the area where you can just reach the top and then just consolidate the whole day. And that typically, guys, that's kind of the price action that happens after your massive days. I mean, look at this, right? You have a huge, massive red candle here, right? And this is a dark cloud. You're supposed to go down continuously. This is a massively bearish formation. And look what happened. Inside day. And you just kill everybody there, right? And even in this situation, look at this massive day here. You still had an inside day that next day. So in this case, is the opposition. You gap down into the opening of the bar here, right? So from this area, you have this huge daily bar, right? And then you gap and then you gap up, right? So you close here, you gap up all the way to here. You make the upside, catch all the calls, and then you just retrace. You come back down here, catch some more puts, and then you keep it in the middle. And then you just stay here. And the worst thing that can happen for your contracts, for options contracts, is consolidation. So all the 0-day puts, all the 0 DTEs, all of that next days are all going to get destroyed here. And that's my thesis. My thesis is that I think that they're gonna look here. There's another huge day on this, right? Huge red day, and then you open up. You close here, and then you open up gapped up. But the thing is that the back test should really be done in the downside. Here's a bearish engulfing, right? And this thing, sure, it did have downside, right? But it stayed in the middle. So, but again, it's supposed to be on the downside. We're supposed to do it at the bottom of whatever. Right. And that's the difficult thing. I can't catch bottoms here, like actual bottoms. But if I were a market maker, right? If I were a market maker, I would do something like that, even like this, right? But what we need is equal bottoms to supports, right? So we're we just need equal bottoms to supports. Like for example, this, right? It would have to be something over here, right? So, and then it will have to be a gigantic day. And like this one here is okay, I guess, right? Maybe because it's rhyming with this bottom side or these sides here. So if we use this, right, you have this huge down day here, right? And then everybody thinking you're still going to go down. We're going to fill this gap all the way down here. This is where they catch everybody, the gap. They want the gap. And also they want this here. So they're looking at this massive gap and also this gap. This is back in August 14th of 2024. Everybody's eyeing 510 to 480 here, right? So as you're dropping, you're not really noticing that this is inflection of many areas prior to this, right? Huge supports are found right at this area here. So that's kind of what I'm saying. So you get this massive red day, right? And then you just hold it. You hold it. You bring this thing and you gap it up like crazy, right? And then you make everybody feel like we're going up, catch all the calls here, right? And everybody's thinking, no, this is the resistance. We're going to continue falling. So people get all the puts, right? And because you're feeling like it's going to go up, right? This thing comes back up, all the puts get in, and then you trap everybody in here. 544 to 546, dude, $2, and it stays there the whole day. And then you kill puts and calls. That's what I mean. I would do that if I were a market maker into the price action for this coming session. I would really do that. If you're trying to catch cash like that, right? And the ES, it's already kind of going up. The ES has already made itself to a high of around 65.94, marking off 30 points from the closing of the prior day. So right now it's sitting at 65.75. So 50, you count it yourself. We closed at 65.58, right? And we're here. So we're just around 12, 13 points up, 58, I'm sorry. Whatever it is, we're there. We're hanging, we're chilling. I'm wondering if they're going to do that, team. Something is going to get mentioned maybe. There could be some crazy news or something, and then boom. Some news that isn't so bullish, but is bullish enough to take it up. So careful with tomorrow. I think they're gonna consolidate the whole day, and they're gonna kick all the Robin Hooders out right 30 minutes before the close, and that's probably the only time where you're gonna get a real shift of volatility. So the first 20 to 30 minutes of the day may be the only time of action, and there could be a boring thing the whole day coming in after that, guys. It's just a thesis, because playing this on a Friday, guys, after a huge day like this, they're going to kill everybody off. So historically, Fridays and Mondays are red, but that doesn't mean that price has to be red. You could also be red. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness gracious. It's now 15 minutes. Sorry, you're saying, Arca, glad you mentioned that. Robinhood no longer sells 30 minutes before. Oh, really? So it's 15 minutes before now. Oh, dude, you know why 15? Have you ever thought of why they do it at 15 minutes? Are we red for sure? Are you still holding calls? I think they're gonna. I think this might open, Destiny. I think I think this might open at 66.31. You know, and that may get an upside to around 66.58. The ES, which is comparable to, I mean, you would just make the difference, right, on something like the SPY. They are worthless. Yeah, I see. What's your strike? So, comparable to that on the SPY, let's see. I wouldn't, let me see the daily. And I'm sure they're expiring tomorrow too, right? On November 21st. It's just, yeah. Tomorrow is not a major close. Wait, major. We don't have an OPEX tomorrow, right? I could have sworn they were in November. Let's see. Like a triple witching? It's 2025, right? No, it's actually December 19th. We're still, yeah, we're exactly a month away from that. For the triple witching days, but still it's an expiry date tomorrow nonetheless, and I don't think they're going to want to pay out all those puts that are in the money and just sitting here all pretty. I think they're going to take all that liquidity, they're going to sweep it right up and then fake everybody out to thinking that this thing is going to recover completely with all that momentum upward. The momentum wasn't real though. The momentum was based on a gap up, so it isn't actually real. The ES would be the only one to determine that, but the ES may creep there very slowly. So it's not going to actually be momentum, right? And you could still lose money when the price creeps up and you're in calls, right? You could still lose money there. If you're losing IV, which is your implied volatility, right? If you're losing IV with the price going up, you have a bearish divergence there, right? You're losing. So, but yeah, that's my present thesis on this, guys. There could be a preceding downside after this. So there would be Friday. Sure, we could close green, right? But it's gonna close, you know, as an inside bar and kill everyone here, right? Let's see. You grab the 6. Beyond was just such a ridiculous thing. Yeah. Oh, that sucks for BMNR. You lost time on that, huh? And then LAES is also expiring tomorrow. My goodness. Yeah, guys. I think for now, you know, your swings, the swings that you are doing, we should really try to find those swings in the, you know, at the major bottoms, and maybe kind of avoid here the catalyst based things, you know, and just or merge them, right? Not necessarily forget it. I'm saying merge your catalyst based events, you know, from specific companies. But what I think will be volatile tomorrow, guys, specifically is going to be your small caps. I think the small caps may actually have a pretty good day tomorrow. So trading within small caps and maybe shares instead of options contracts tomorrow, guys, as tomorrow may actually be a really messed up day. MSTR to 150. I'm calling it. Let's go. Where is it at right now? Is it above 200? Or is it under 100? I don't think it is, but let me know. Thank you, brother. By the way. But 150 MSTR, that would be a potential upside, I guess. If oh, you mean tomorrow? If it's tomorrow, then dang, maybe downside, right? So guys, I can't really put out a thesis on this because what I'm giving you is a complete guess. You're thinking to quit. You, Destiny, and many other people are saying the same thing. I'm going to tell you that well, first of all, you have to do what you have to do. And I'm going to encourage you not to quit. But I will encourage also to just size way down, right? And make this about your learning experience. If there's anything that you should devote to, is you got to devote time to your craft, right? And you have to, that's your investment, right? It's you, and really put that into. You have not traded lately? Oh my goodness. Don't stop learning. Well, I mean, all those were the ones that you last picked up, right? The ones that you're talking about up here. These were the ones that you last picked up, and you haven't done anything else from these, right? Yeah, you are not the only one saying things like that, you know? I like, don't you remember the other day? Option, I think 2 days ago, Options himself came in here and he said, man, or not 2 days ago, he said it around a week ago, maybe. He was like, man, I almost quit. This thing is so, the markets are so whatever. And you know, that's another thesis here too. I think that the institutions and hedge funds, I think they lost a lot in the Black Swan event. Specifically crypto holdings, margin held positions, they probably got margin called, you know, and which is why there was that explosive move to the upside. There was a lot of people who covered, right? Their position long, they had to get out. I'll just call my trades. You can bank off my stupidity. Let's go. You know what I mean? So I think they are the ones kind of doing this here around price, in spite of all that huge loss. So they're trying to recover quickly. I hope it's not the case. But you know, I wouldn't put it past them either. So just heads up. I think that tomorrow would not be the best day to trade at all. Right, guys, I think that the only people that might benefit are either the people holding their puts, right, for the potential gap down, or the people that are holding calls for that potential gap up into just consolidation. That consolidation contracts volatility, which means that your options contract is going to lose volatility, which means that every percentage point, every basis point, right, of your implied volatility metric is gonna affect your price. So whatever the Vega, right, whatever Vega is times 100 shares, one basis point at a time, you'll be losing that, right? So it doesn't even matter if you're going up. So that's I think they're gonna kill people off like that. It might be wrong, right? But it's all good. So I got in Q's call today and thought that was the bottom, should be bouncing up, and got slapped. Man, yeah, I thought it was the bottom. You know, this right here, I thought it was the bottom. But I will say that at around this area here ish, I had kind of it's this point here, you know, this top of the gap on this point. So as soon as we started breaking down that, I removed like 65-70% of the position there from the longs and started loading a hedge for puts. And those puts continued to gain from this downside here and then continued down here. So I didn't play as aggressive as I'd like to, right? But that was based on me being at my son's school. You got in NUVB puts 7.5. Let's see, 11.21. Hoping it would drop to 5.85 tomorrow. So, you know what? I can look at that for you. Let's look at that. And UVB has like is it up? We're gonna. Oh my goodness! So you bought it up here? Did you, Destiny? You bought it you bought it up here, or did you buy it down somewhere else? What I'm trying to ask is if your position is down, because I'll treat the chart differently if you are, you know. I'll give you potential opportunities, all that good stuff. But this was, you know, incredibly explosive, right? And we gave it a liquidity top of 767, of which we ended up reaching, let's see, 702 from the 767. Nice. So I got in, let's see, 7.5, 1121. That's your straight, hoping it would drop into 85. And then I got in at 696. 696. Oh, that's, well, I mean, you're close right now. You're not even down much, right? You're up. You probably are up just like a couple bucks, right? So if that's the case, then check the 24-hour. Yes, just a little bit, right? That's what I expected. Look at the Destiny. Please pull up the 24-hour chart on that. Should it? I don't think they participate in that, but whoa, this thing is. Hold on, guys. This thing is gonna go out if I don't. Hold on. What the heck? What is that? Okay. Much better. Okay. So what I was gonna Destiny is at 7. Eagle Eye, I think what are you saying, bro? I think your Lulu thesis is coming to pass. $30 million premium on puts was purchased yesterday, today, bro. Fire. But dude, what? I don't even remember, Lulu. What did I say about it? But I'm gonna find out here what NUVB is gonna do. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that 767 was really like as far as I think it was gonna go up. You know what I mean? I really didn't think it had too much more strength than that, and I'm already cutting it short. You know, I'm so sorry about that. It came up to around what was that, 750. You know, and it feels like distribution would come in just to kind of validate some other targets. You know, it ignored a lot to the downside. But Eagle Eye, dude, I forgot what I said about Lulu completely, dude. I also don't know where the heck I even put it. Oh, is it right? Is it this right here? Let me see if I did it like in a larger time frame. I mean, oh, dude, whoa. Let me see your daily time frame. Yeah, it really got a skip on that 166. It came up to just around 170, 170.49. Right, so liquidity grab was also just completely demolished there. But yeah, it looks like it's already doing it. That's right. So this, yeah, guys, I think Lulu is experiencing something here. Careful though, right? This next candle on the 12-hour, that may actually be a little bit of a bounce. And I actually think that bounce would be relative to these targets here. As your daily time frame, yeah, that would be 50% retrace right up there. So careful, okay, bro. But yeah, I still see this as that's a huge shooting star there. Very big shooting star potential, I guess. Tweezer bottom and dead cat bounce and head and shoulders on the upside. So damn, dude, yeah, this is looking like it's gonna 30. Yeah, dude, this looks like it's gonna just go down. Yeah, exactly. I think this is gonna do around $30 downside. So entry, yeah, guys, this is really simple here, right? So just keep this in mind, because I think the entries are still very much valid in this, right? Hold on, oh my goodness, what the heck? There we go. Wow. Okay, let me go into your 4-hour time frame, right? So this is your reversal signal, not a reversal really, right? And this would be an invalid inverse head and shoulders, right? Because it's built on that upside, and that's you need to build those inverse head and shoulders on the downside. So that this could be the trap, sentiment trap at least. Okay, and the trajectory on this, I'm going to use the path tool, right? So, potential, your I don't know where the low is going to be on the pre-market. So I'm just going to, my goodness, I froze. I'm just going to go ahead and say that the low would be, I don't know, coming here to the 163.48, bounce into this area here again. Right? Should there be further upside? Of course, you know that we can already do that. So it wouldn't be even a problem, right? It wouldn't be a problem if this thing just wants to go up and kind of tweezer top this thing here, even resist from a shorter time frame into the rhyming of these targets, right? With all this bottom side here of this section, right? And also the bottom side of this, right? It's just relative to this area here. I could see another upside happening just for a short term. As soon as we grab this upside, then there might be this capitulation event. But I have a feeling that it's going to build. It's going to build Adam and Eve, right? And that's going to be the trickery here for the bulls, because you're building a head and shoulders at this point, but the head and shoulders is being built on the downside. Goodness gracious, am I stuttering like that? What the heck is going on? So yeah, this thing building in the downside that's not good. It usually has to be built on the upside of price. And that's how you get people. So this thing is actually still building. If this is still building a bearish formation, then that's what it would be. It would be the Adam and Eve or what is it? Inverse cup and handle. Yeah. So a little bit of a false breakout, and then you come back here and then continue to that downside. And I think that tomorrow you may get. I think this is going to be your. This may actually be your extension for tomorrow. Should you have extra downside? I don't know, and I don't think it's going to do it. But you would probably do it at the 3-day low. The 3-day low is really the zone where I think you might end up tomorrow. I don't think it's going to speed up so hard to the point where it's going to get down to this level here of around 158.66. That may not be it. But I will say that this would be your overall take profit area, right? Just like this. Sorry, Destiny. I know. I got caught up on this because this one's easy. I'm like messing up on you, mommy. I'm sorry. And yeah, I think it would just be like this here. So, likely target there. Keep your eyes on this target right about here, this downside. And expect bounces from this bottom side, there very likely could be a bounce there. But let me get that kind of coloring in here. This would be the color red though. And that's it. Okay. Yeah. Just like that. Very cool. And I would just put these here for you. You know what? I think what a mess, man. I know that it does. I know, guys. I know. Sometimes I just create a ridiculous mess up in here, and I expect everybody to understand my chicken scratches and stuff. And it's not the easiest thing to understand my chicken scratches and stuff. So I will do this here for you because I care about you and I love you. I love you. Okay. Just like that, just like that, just like that. And this one too, 64.21. That's fine there. So entry conditions right up here, right? And take profit conditions for the immediate short term here, and these would be your swing plays. Okay, guys, that's still what I'm observing here. This is ticker symbol Lulu, still looking pretty good. And good looks on that. Good looks, bro, on the options contracts and stuff. So this thing feels like it's still. Oh man, was that? Wait, the day closed red, right? Let's see. Yeah. Oh my goodness, it closed that shooting star. This is likely going to turn, and this is also going to shift. Volatility upside is volatility expansion with downside on a buy daily is still alive, and we still have 13 hours to close, which is this next day. Downside on a 3-day, and that still hasn't closed. It actually just opened up a new bar here, and it's showing downside with potential expansion coming in. Damn, dude. This feels like it's going to capitulate, guys. This is absolutely we could play this play. Maybe it's the contraction means that it's moving slowly. Okay. So you would have to pick out some options contracts on this that are they're going to extend a little further. Definitely not 1 week on this or 2 weeks. I think your month outs would probably be okay on this. Minimum 2 weeks. minimum. We want to make sure that the market speeds up on this. It's just it really is a little slow, and that could be very dangerous here. Downside targets 164, 163, and okay. Yeah, this area here, the 160.12, this is I feel like it's going to be around there. And should we look at momentum 1, it does look like the downside target is, dang, look at that, right? Downside target 160.97, and we have a downside. And okay, the first downside actually didn't make it, but it does have a 164.51, and I have a 163.52. 165.13. Right in the middle of that is what? Actually, I think, I have, oh man, a 164.22. Dang. Oh, goodness. Okay, so it really is acting like me. That's crazy. And your daily time frame 160.46 bottom, 8-hour time frame 160.97, 160.97 on the 4-hour, and 164.51 on the hourly time frame. So, man, this might actually be quickly. And and then your upper targets, they're pretty far away. 170.50 on this. But why would it move that hard? Guys, I'm gonna leave a liquidity top on this just because the algorithm is suggesting it. But I would say there's a huge, let me see, stop the crap. Let's look at this in a larger time. Right? And see what's up here. 160. Oh my goodness. Okay. What was the target on that? 170.51. So, okay, I see 173. It's still pending. Okay, so 173.23, 170, 178, 170, 50. Okay, I see. 170, 50 weekly time frame says, geez. Yeah, I would say 168.68. That's pretty cool. Hold on, where is it? Right here. The 60 is fine. Or 168.55 is fine. Let me see again. I mean, I really want to make that 116. I think it's going to be this, though. Right here. 170.27, and now it completely matches. So I'm going to leave this here, guys, as a potential liquidity grab, okay? I don't think it's going to do, I don't know. But I don't think it's going to do that, but I have to point it out because the algos are suggesting it, okay? So let's just go back to that 4-hour time frame. January, yeah, I think that would be pretty good. Right? So this thing may get a little influenced here over the shorter term. Okay, guys, so just roughly like this, and I'm going to mark off the areas of liquidity right up here too. Yeah. Okay. There you go, guys. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we're going down to these levels. Okay. We have to feel it out, team. I hate that I'm putting this play out too. It's just you know, it's just, I just kind of know this, I remembered it right away, you know, and you telling me that there is December 4th earnings. Okay. Yeah. And you telling me that it feels like it's got a good probability, then, you know, let's go. Sebastian, put play. Let's get it. Okay. Sorry. Let's the NUVB play, guys. This is, you know, the whole thesis on this was that we would run to major upsides, right? And the upside that it reached, I mean, certainly was close enough to what we thought it was going to do, right? So that's your 767 top, and this thing got to about a high of what? 750. So 17 cents off. Who the hell hired that guy? Okay. All right. So, and Sebastian, bro, do you have the price by any chance for this? Do you know where it is? Wait, what the heck? Or does anyone know what the 24-hour price is for this? And also, does it participate in the 24-hour price? That, you know, more importantly, oh yeah. I gotta get into the Arca Lounge and say at everyone and the chart. It's at $7 flat. Is it trading though? Oh, it is, right? Oh, okay. 150 puts. 150. That's no. Oh, you mean because of the price? Oh my goodness. I mean, if we're trading at 767 on this, I would probably be looking for your 550s to maybe, yeah, 550s or even your 630s or something like that. You know, 650, actually a 650 or even a six, yeah, a 6, your 550, sorry. Yeah, your 550, which is right around here, is this area here. It puts you into a good probability zone. But hold on though, hold on. Like we need to read if that was a complete speculation of mine. Sebastian, are you still holding, bro? And please let me know what you think about this, bro, because it didn't capitulate as hard as I wanted it to. You know, although this daily time frame did close and we are getting some cascading downside from literally every time frame before that, you're still thinking it looks strong. That's exactly what I wanted to kind of hear from you, from you. And hold on, let's see. You don't think there's going to be like a day's pullback or whatever? You're hoping that it gets the downside so you can get in? Because dude, this is a head and shoulders here at the upside. So that's valid. You know, that could give us a pretty nice opportunity. Rejected 735 3 times, says. Let's see. You got no risk in it? Okay. Well, dude, I think that was the better thing to do to make sure that you have. Yeah, it is. It really was. I think this is your bearish formation for that downside. Hold on. Dead cat bounce also hourly time frame right here. It's a buy formation already. Team, hold on. My daughter's knocking. Hold on. Team, how many of you know? Let me know in the chat. But how many of you know what an SSR is? Uh, put it here, and let me know, guys. Fair enough. Good to know. All right. That's right, guys. The SSR means a short sale restriction, and that compita, I just saw you come in here. Don't you dare sneak in here, not say what's up. I know you know, fool. Orale. Oh my goodness, bro. It's good to see you, man. Have you traded or are you chilling or what? You have? Okay, good. Dude. Oh my goodness, man. It's good to see you, bro. Everything okay though? Good in your yeah, let's look at Tesla. I'm down. I also have this no, we haven't gone over it, but we should, right? Because these big ones are gonna be the ones that are gonna decipher or determine here the fate, the fate of everything. All good in el barrio. All right, that's good, bro. But dude, I think that I have a list of tickers here, man, that I think may actually see upside, or it may see volatility. Just a good day trades or whatever. And that's because today presented just such a huge, like I think just small caps and micros just whatever. And we have the options expiry tomorrow too. So number one thesis, right, is that your ES. No, we're gonna do it right now. That what is the news, Scotty? What is it on Nvidia? No, I haven't seen it. Tell me. Is it good or is it bad or what are they doing? Oh, let's go, bro. Thank you. Bad? Sweet. Oh my goodness. And Nvidia could decide the fate of the world here, man. But I have, and it's interesting because the ES doesn't look let's see last night at 4 p.m. Eastern, something unprecedented. Last night, Nvidia stock rallied 5% on earnings, then crashed into negative territory within 18 hours. Wall Street algorithms detected what humans couldn't. The numbers don't. Yeah, it's what was it? Thought Zeus, what are you calling? It's the thing is that it's already kind of like said, and that may have already been kind of in the eyes of the public, and you mean the circular financing, right? I almost thought you were going to talk about the rotation, ticker rotation. Let's see, Nvidia is the one laundering the money, dude. If you're that smart, like, let's go or no. but yeah, because I'm looking at the ES right now. It doesn't look like it's affecting anything. Yeah, I think the rotation's coming into small caps, literally, dude. I think tomorrow may be interesting, or this next session. I know for those of you that are in the East Coast, I think there's going to be an interesting shift here. Oh my goodness, dude! And I have tickers, specific tickers that I think are going to do it. Well, yeah, IWM, let's go, right? But yeah, but let me finish this thing off here, and I'm gonna move on to that list real quick. Ándele pues. Let me see. Yeah. Here I am. Here I be. Okay, so NUVB, yeah, it's certainly looking like it has some further downside. The global financial system broke in Tokyo. My goodness, dude. Yeah, that's dangerous for all of us. And China. But here we go, team. Let me grab the tool. I'm going to show you here a few psychological potentials. So this could be a dead cat bounce hourly time frame, right? Just let's start it off with the simplicity chart. Potential downside target on this would be, let's see, is there anything historical? Oh my goodness. There really isn't. Oh, man. This, yeah, I feel like this, what I'm looking for feels like entry. Okay, there is an area that can prevent, where's price action right now? You said $7, right? Yeah, this is not bad there. This zone here could literally, yeah, this could literally prevent price from continuing to the downside. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. Fine. I do see it. Right, it would be roughly this area here. 666 to 673. And that's yeah, that would be your dead cat bounce target right in the center of that zone. Okay, and this is a mini a mini dark cloud formation. It doesn't like I don't know how much weight that can have, you know. So that's also a thing. Should it be that it retraces half the day? I don't know that it can really do that, but let's see how far half the day could be, and also what time frames. 625. Let me see. Okay, that's just a little over 30%. And I think I already have that there. Yeah, right there. I don't think it's going to go there, but should it be, just in case, I'm just going to name that liquidity, you know? So but I feel like it's going to do it from here maybe, you know? And in the immediate short-term time frame, like, you know, I'm trying to keep this as short as I can, sorry. There's also like the head and shoulders formation here, right? On an uptrend, which makes it like which makes it more valid. So this would be the potential regression like that, right? This would be that lower end right there, right? And this would be the center of the shoulder. So this is telling you a target of around 645. So which in that case, you know, I almost feel like it would just kind of 625 that real quick, but I don't think so. I'm just going to put this target here. I'm going to put that target there because I'm going to put the target there. Okay. Potential entry conditions could be in here. Just please be careful. You know, but Sebastian still sees the strength in it. I'm going to believe it. You know? Okay. And yeah, so if we are oh yeah, look at that. So immediate short term, yeah, we have downside. That'd be 2 minutes, 3 minute 4 5 downside. We have a 10 minutes still on that downside. Let's see, the 20 minutes still has, let's see. Yeah, hold on. Can I really make that? Oh, yeah, the kink in the blue one. Okay, fine. 30 minutes of downside. So 30-minute downside, that would put you to about 56 cents down. Man, why is it doing that? That puts you, you know, that's, if you're really doing like a 644 or something, that's, where the heck is that? And what is near there? Just nothing ever? Okay. Well, yeah, I guess they do validate in some way, shape, or form. So I'm gonna put this at 657. Let's just say that would be your. It's saying only there though. That's the crazy part, that it's only 657 downside. Oh shit! I already have it there. 661. Let's go. Nice. Very cool stuff. All right. Cool. So I'm going to keep that there. And yeah, the data suggests it. So then this would start moving from that bottom, and we would move on upwards to, let's see, the hourly time frames got it. This is still kinked. 2 hours still has it. Also a green close. I need to get rid of all this stuff. Still on a green close here on a 3-hour time frame. It's still upside into the 4. Okay, 6 hours of upside from 6. Let's just say that it came down to 661, right? Why? Oh my goodness! Look at momentum 1 here. This thing is validated for all kinds of upside right now. Oh goodness. Okay, so fine. So if that is really the case, we're potentially just headed up towards the $7 target again. So I would say that it's gonna resist somewhere around your 695 to the closing, 695 to $7. So let's put that there real quick. This is the trajectory, like in its detail, you know, just to kind of highlight that real quick. So this would be, you know, this would be a short-term, like a scalpers or momentum trades, you know. So downside would be 6, 8, 12, and just a daily downside. Wow. So from the open of the daily, roughly around 7, this would actually be 56 cents down. 56 cents, dude. So 644 or 6. Okay. All right. So upside starts from that. Look at this is what it's doing, guys. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. You know, yeah, from there. Let me just read it. So it's going to be 2 days of upside on this. The 2-day time frame is not closed yet. Damn, at 50% retraced. Okay, cool. Yeah, it still looks really strong, guys. Small pullback. Not sure exactly where it's gonna be, but this absolutely has strength still. 5-day time frame still with the upside. I would say weekly still up, bi-weekly still up. My goodness, I'm goodness in heaven. Look at that. Monthly time frame still massively upside. Oh God, 2 months, 3 months. I can't go anywhere beyond 5 months. So your top on a 5-month, we're gonna have to decide this quickly. 820 is the top on the 5-month. Okay, so but that doesn't mean that it's gonna stop at 820. I'm just saying that 820 is the top of a 5-month, but it's been going, and it still has a month and 11 days to close. So I would, you know, take that under deep consideration here. So $8.20. Did I already have that? I have a 767. And oh crap, yeah, your top side, it could be just about 850. No? Yeah, 850. So let me adjust it as much as I can. So 849 to just, yeah, I'm going to do an 849 to 916. And yeah, we could use an 888 in there. That's your zone for the coming days, I think. It's running 56 cent daily ATR. We're going to find out what that changes into as well. We're going to need to know. That's the bottom line here. But the timeframes that are closing into this too, guys, you know, the timeframes that are closing into this are also going to give you further information. This thing is really bullish. You know, it's incredibly bullish. So that can lead into some silliness here. Okay, so the trajectory is just incredibly ridiculous, though. That's the thing I will say. Let me just put these targets for you here. Put that boy there. Put this boy here. And now as far as these ridiculous lines, I'm going to get rid of them. This is still a valid resistance, guys. That's the one that I put for today, right? Okay. So entry conditions. Everything stays. Whoa, what the heck? Everything stays the same, really. You know, for the entry conditions, that is. And I still very much strongly believe in them. And these are going to be really far away, I'm sure. So if I can do a cool, yay. Let's do that. Let's pull this boy back there. And let's go down to the 4-hour time frame where everything's just going to disappear in the distance over there. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll bring it. I hate it. I hate it that it does that. You know, I hate it that I can't like, you know what I mean? Fool, be smart. Stop tricking me. All right. Cool deal. Cool deal. All right. So, yeah, the way that this thing is moving is just crazy. So it's doing this thing. All right, let's move this over there. It's doing this thing to where price action dips first. Dude, what? Okay, great. There they are. I just want to make sure that they are within a visible reach. Yeah, so it's making this downside first, right? So it's coming down to around your 661. And then it's coming right back up towards this area of around $7. And then it's coming right back down again to where it could be 661 or 645. It may be some type of a false break, right? And then from here, it's saying that it would actually go all the way back up, you know? So I think at these relative areas here, maybe, I don't know, maybe here at around 721, this can get a pullback to validate this resistance of around 695 to $7, right? And then this has an upside continuation to where 767 may be the target for a pullback to, I don't know, validate these lows here or something right around here. So I would say again, right down to the 721 before this thing makes the official upside run into those ridiculous targets up there. So this is what I think. Okay, guys. So just keep your eyes and ears peeled, for any signals or for any whatever. But yeah, short-term traders, I don't know that that's going to even matter here, right? Maybe don't play that. These tiny little targets here of $7, these are just resistances, right? And $6.95, I'll leave them there. Right? And I don't think that we're going to dip any lower than this. I don't think that we're going to dip any lower than the 645, but I still have to kind of point this out there, whatever. That's way outside. All right, so that's about it right here, team. Wow. Sebastian, this thing is still silly chilly. Okay, let me post this here. I want to look at Tesla. We're going to do, sorry, this is NUVB, right? NUVB. And let me post a chart here for you guys. All right, Sebastian. Yeah, it's looking good, dude. It really is. You're right. It does look pretty amazing. Dude, did you guys hear the dog? All at midnight? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Perfect. And let me run to Tesla. Dude, Tesla. Holy crap. No, bro, I haven't. Wait, did I? I did. What did I do? I talked about the ES and I said that I couldn't put out a play on it because of the thesis, but Nvidia could maybe finally be affecting this, but it's still right at the close of the day. It was actually through the means of the ES, and I was saying that I wonder if the market makers are going to allow all of those puts that are being held overnight. So the last time we were here, the last time we were at this support closing a daily time frame, this thing it gapped up the next day. A huge gap up, almost 100 points up from this support bottom, right? So we just grabbed that support bottom, and this thing bounced from 65.39 to about an hour ago. It did 65.94. So what I think, Sebastian, what I think is happening, bro, is that I don't know if Nvidia is really going to affect this like super hard, because man, imagine that someone says something against that and it's just like, oh, bro, it's good now, or something, right? And then this, it probably gaps up to push all of the puts out of the money, right? And then they wash them out completely. And then when it gaps up, everybody's going to get all bullish and buy all those calls and make it go up just a little bit, right? And gather calls, and then just do this type of what it would do normally after a 1% or bigger day is this. You keep it as an inside day and contract and consolidate and kill the calls and the puts into the expiry, and no one gets paid. So I feel like as a market maker, I would do that. You know what I mean? And no way this thing is doing. So Nvidia is dropping and this thing is trying to recover. What? Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking, Seb. And like in relation to in relation to the SPY, I think it would be a jump to between 665 and 668, around there. That's really what I'm thinking it could do. You know what I mean? And that's it would be comparable to that. But dude, if I were a market maker, at least I would do that. You know what I mean? But who knows what's gonna happen, dude? That would be really, really, really interesting. Guys, can you give me the 24-hour book for the price for Tesla, please? And I need a tum after that tomato thing that I ate. Hold on, guys. Guys, can you check if I'm live? Am I live on YouTube? Man, that's gonna suck if I'm not. What the heck? The thing is telling me to go live on OBS. Okay, guys, thanks. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we are live, man. There's not gonna be any recording of this. Like, that would suck. All right. That would really be bad. Okay, so Tesla, this was for real. Like, the whole thesis was it actually is sort of coming true here. My goodness. Team, what? This was for real we never got that top side. I will say that. But what I did say is that this would prevent price action from reaching further to the upside. Unless we got a wick there of sorts. No. Okay, fine. So this was about 451 and dropping to, I think I said 360 into this, or 337. So this was an over 100 point call out on this. What the heck? But this was day after day after day. This was a massive swing. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, the thesis is the thesis, and this would technically be at an upside, but I'm sorry, where was you guys did tell me, right? Let's see. You said that it would be, what the heck? 394.78. 394.78. Okay. Is this running against or with? Oh my goodness! Look at the ES. Dude, bro, come on. Oh my goodness. This thing is seriously ridiculous, dude. It's going green again. Oh my God, bro. I don't even know what to say. It's relentless. I think they're going to do that thing that I told you. I really think they're going to screw everybody at the open. Oh my goodness, man. So Tesla, yeah, man. Is it actually feeding off of that too, though? That's the real question. Let me see if it is. Ooh. Oh my goodness, man. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to try to see if I can pull up that 24-hour book, guys. I just ask you so we can get this thing moving quickly. So it is at 396.65. What? $396.65. It's just $1 down from the closing on the 12-hour, and it is up. It is actually up from the, okay, so it's correlated to the S&P. Oh my goodness, guys, I think this thing is going to do the same thing. Bro, Compita, are you in puts, or what are you in on this? No, I think it's going to, you're on calls? Yeah, I think it's going to go up to maybe around 403. But the thing is that I don't think it's going to continue. I think you're probably going to get all the way up to around 409, and that's going to be with contraction. Yeah, dude, let's go. That's literally what I'm thinking. So yeah, specifically, I don't know why I said exactly that number there, but it should be, yeah, I think I actually would rather the 408. Let me see. Yeah, unless I did it quickly, dude. 403.41 turns into 402.41. Okay. And where is price? $402.41. Dude, I think it's gonna go. I'm not gonna change that. I'm gonna keep it at 403.41, bro. And then the top side on this, I really think it's got a lot of blockage, right? So much crap all over the way. So this like a 407.42, just about 407.42, maybe your very top on this. 407. Okay, fine. Let me do 34. And I'm going to keep the 403.41. But I don't think it's going to, bro, I really think they're going to consolidate all the blue chips. So you have your daily time frame closing at 395.23. This probably gaps up to 403.41, and you may be able to extend here to 407.34. And should there be a liquidity grab on this, well, very much so, there actually could be. I would say the liquidity grab would be 409.80. You know what I mean? And kick back down. No, I don't think it's going to kick back down. Well, I mean, it depends on what this thing is doing, but dude, it's at 397 now. You know, it makes me feel like the ES is still going up. It's at 65.72.50. No, it dropped it a little bit. It's that resistance is there. This resistance. So, yeah, dude. Dude, this feels it closed a hammer candle on a 4-hour time frame too. So fair enough. I think this is your overall play. So take profit at this area here, right? Where the heck is that? This. Later, buddy. Well, I mean, dude, I may be completely wrong, right? But swinging plays right now, I feel like that's maybe not the best idea. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, right, buddy? But I think either, like, it's just usually when you get like these gigantic daily candles like this, you tend to see inside days after that, but this, Tesla also doesn't, like, this is just a huge play here, right? And then you see the inside day. But they really have to be that massive, they really do have to be that big. But I mean, to be fair, look at this, and it just continued lower here, right? Dude, Tesla just is its own thing. This thing could have just those huge days and not have an inside day right after that, which is the probability of like almost every asset. Oh, there you go. Well, this is one here, right, with an inside day. So what was that volume traded? Let's see this real quick. So that would be around 292 million day. Oh, this is not even that big. It's at 112. Dude, this may actually. And what's this one here? That's 112. This. Oh, dude. Okay. Bro, I'm going to give you one more target because of that iteration there. And it's at the bottom too. Well, I mean, this is technically sort of kind of like that, but let me just say that I'm going to give you one more target. And I'm not, this thing is crazy, bro. I don't know where it's going to open the day. So if it opens the day at, say, 398 or something, or let's just say that it opens up at 400, right? Your current ATR on this is around $22. And I was going to tell you that would be this 415.29 to around 423.27, like another liquid top. I have to give this to you now. These might be the resistances, and that's only because Tesla has its own freaking crazy mind. This thing literally runs and does like whatever it wants sometimes, but it is bro, I will say too that it is correlated to the S&P, so that's also a little glitch there for us to consider, I guess. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Let me put this boy over here. Right? Put this boy over here too. And continuing with these targets. Oh, dude, what the heck? I get annoyed at that stuff really quickly, huh? Dude, oh my goodness, man. I gotta keep them. Yeah, I don't know. I should have just taken out the outside ones. The only one that I really need is the one that's an outage. Stop being ridiculous, sir. All right. Me likey. Let me take this out. We're gonna remove this. Keep what? Getting all ridiculous. Look at this thing, bro. Okay. And that was it. Okay, cool. And it's a little off. There we go. Okay, so these are the exit conditions, bro. I don't know if it's going to make it all the way up. Yeah, I thought Zeus. That's exactly what I was saying earlier. That dude, there are so many puts and so many in the money as well that I'm wondering if they're gonna sweep them into the options expiry, which would be just ridiculous, dude. And I've seen historically that it kind of has done that before a few times, specifically from that bottom of the ES. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I'm gonna leave that there and leave that there. You're seeing it here, dude. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! But also this is open interest. We dropped around 6,000. Dude, why would this drop? It has one for March 20th. Dude, are you seeing this though? And well, these are, dude, that's 3,800, but we have 15,000 at 700 calls for December. Hold up. But it's, I mean, dude, it's just the offset is you're full of puts everywhere. You know what I mean? But why that, bro? I mean, that is the one call, dude. And it's, what the heck? This changed from the last 7 days, dude. What? Yeah, yeah. It could be, absolutely. It could be taking profits. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Very true, sir. Okay. So, yeah, these would be the top side targets. And see, the thing is that I don't know where the heck it's going to open or what it's going to do. That's what I really don't know. So, let me see where it is right now. It topped out at just about 397.28. Just around here. And then your 12-hour was what? Oh man. So yeah, it's at 3. Yeah, it's resisting from like around here. Okay, nice. Yeah, as far as this is concerned, I don't know where it's gonna open, but it may open up here at the 403. Should it open up at 403? My goodness. Hold on, what's going on with the chart? Don't tell. No. That was ridiculous. Was I cut out, guys? Yeah, and also, can we distinguish? No freeze? Okay. It did freeze, but we're good. Okay. All right. Yeah, so, oh, what? They're selling puts? Dude, if they're selling puts, that's upside, bro. So I mean, collecting premium and selling puts, that usually means that as you go up, you sell puts because people expect there to be some resistance. But yeah, I guess the thing I was gonna say is that if it does go to open up at around $400 or 397 or whatever that is, your daily gap is still relative enough for us to maybe come back down into and load. So if there is anywhere to load on this, I guess, man, I guess I have to point that out. But it's just the price now is at 396.70. What is the target of this here? That's at 396. Just about. What's the high? Let me see. 396.70. that literally right here is where it's bouncing from, the top of this wick. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put I'm gonna, okay, that's a lot better there. I'm gonna put an area of liquidity, right? This here. And I'm also gonna say that there is some kind of probability to come down and open a position down here, but I don't even know that it's gonna do that. What if it's at 397.50? It just made a new high in the overnight. Yay. Dude. And maybe in here too, so this would be coming down, right? Let's do the maybe a 4 hour or something. Okay, so and this may have already happened too. 397.50. It's the man. Let's see. Yeah, that looks, wow. I love that you can see that. So I think the 397.65, damn. Yeah, so I think this would probably come up and resist at around your 398, or just, actually, I think it's going to resist right there at your $400 with 67 cents. So right in that area there, we would reject, right, and come down potentially into these targets here. So if we are coming down into these targets, that would be your, that would be your potential entry, right? So if this is entry, we would come back up, probably double bottom that entry, and then continue towards the upside to where you can see an immediate short-term take profit. But remember that this is running 1086, and so this would be about 50% of your day, around 403 to 407. And yeah, take profit from here. You'll probably come back and validate these pivots again, right, for validation of supports. And then you could actually make your move to the upside. So if you're opening again, right, at around $400, this can probably make a $22 move to the upside. So $400, and there you are at 415 to 423.25. So this could actually happen by tomorrow. The thing is that I think that they may leave it in here. That's the problem. In this 409 to 403 and 405, I think they're going to consolidate price in there. So I guess I'm going to leave it here just like that, team. And should it do anything else, like, consolidate or whatever, now now my own little crazy mind little thesis here, That's what I'm saying. So I need you guys to be, no problem, bro. I think we should all know this too, though, because, Tesla does kind of it has a kind of a fat butt, so we have to know what the heck it wants to do. And if we don't, then we're dead in the water, brother. We're dead in the water, brother. But what do you say, team? Should we go and get some rest? Let's get out of here real quick and reconvene in the AM. Let's see. We'll see what the heck is going to happen, guys. We'll find out. But I hope that it can be some good for everybody. But Sebastian, I love you, buddy. You be safe, okay? Let's see, bro. Can you take a real quick glance at USDT? Hell yeah. Why not? Scotty, were you with me earlier for the video? Dude, we are really close. Super close. Right to that pivotal top. I'm going to show you right now what I see. All right, cool, guys. I think this could be it. I don't know about this top side, but I'm just going to put it there, whatever. I don't think we're going to get there, but just in case, it's there. All right, Tesla. Let's take a quick shot at this. Here you go. And down. Let's put it right over here, guys. I'm going to paste that. And no way, did we? Wait, what's happening? Are we XRP bounce up from where you spotted? No way. What? I haven't seen crypto at all, guys. I've been here with you guys, so I can't really. I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, let me see. Oof. Wow. Oh, I mean, okay. So, I mean, it's fair enough. We still have liquidity tops that can be, you know, these bars right over here, right? You have this, and this that rhymes pretty nicely. So, you know, just like that there. Let me see what this looks like as far as, yeah, right in, dude, I need to change that. What the heck is going on? Canvas. This has to have like a different shading for now, man. Like it's something. Let's just leave it like that for now. The top side of this would be 6.772. That could be your major liquidity top. This could also here, that would be a high of about 6.697. Okay. Yeah, this is a major zone. Major resistance up in here. If it breaks through 6.772%, it's big over. Like that would be oh my goodness, I don't know. But Palantir has dropped plenty, right? It's getting down into levels that we could benefit from for sure. Let's see. Where's the play being taken? Yeah, I feel like this is a maybe a 5-month play, or even actually, yeah, I think it's like a 5-month play, this thing, right? So if it is a 5-month play, well, this is your man. If it really is that, oof, it would be bad. But you also have at the top a head and shoulders formation too. Yeah, everything depends on literally this area right here. Everything depends on this here. Because there is one more really confluent area here, man. My goodness, that would be crazy. Bi-monthly candles at 6.949. That would be insane. That would be for sure like a 164 XRP. Potentially 71 Bitcoin. You know, something like that. I'm afraid I'm going to have to put that there, but the thing is that we're closing some critical time frames too. That's also a problem. I'm saying for the continuation of this crazy upside. I think it was like that's a new night. Okay. That's a new 18-day as well. Man, I'm afraid of that 18-day opening like this. That would be a weird resistance. First, your peekaboo, right? And then the retrace to the 50% of the bar, which would be 5.45 to around 5.51. And it still has upside. So this would be one huge decompression. This would start the decompression of the year. right? So that year or yearly decompression may actually reach all the way down here relative to the whole bi-yearly, right? This could be a false breakout, retest of your bottoms, and then officially break out. This is turning into something else. We got to be careful. Super, super careful here. Oh, let me see also some other random ass days. It broke the trend. Wow. 11 days for that, huh? Okay, 15 days, 5 days. There we go. Your 13-day time frame. Let me see. 11-day or even a 10-day. No. 13 days. What the heck is that? 13 days. Weird time frames that can give you some indications of something. 6-day just started. There's a lot of time frames that just started. That's making me feel weird. 5-day time frame is ending too. Is there a 4-day? No. Okay. 5-day. What was that? What was that? A 5-day and you're 8, what was it, 18 or something? 16. Forgot which one it was. Was it a 13-day or whatever that was? 14, 13. Yeah, okay, 13 and 5. 5 hours prior. And this would be, hold on. It would be 6.5. 6.5. 13. And then your bi-weekly would be around 14 days. Which means that at around 15.25 hours prior to the closing of this 13-day bar, you would get a pullback. We're at 15 hours and 15.25 hours away. This is technically, I mean, if statistics are correct, this is the top. And this would technically start decompressing towards 30 to 50% its bar. So certainly supports here at 6.245 to validate resistances back up at 6.53. This is going to be incredibly volatile. So it would either be 6.24 to 6.4 or around 6.5 here. So you'll get the potential pullback when this thing is ready right here. Validate resistances at this point maybe. And then there could be something, but it really, that's only statistics, guys. So there's no certainty there, right? There are no certainties to these, to the thesis that I just put out to you. This is just typically speaking, candles of that size tend to do those things, you know? So let's see, BTC broke its trend from, okay. All right. You got it, Destiny. No problem. So Scotty, yeah, I may be wrong, but the 5-day time frame is and the 13 are closing, right? So it's 15.25 hours prior to the close of the 13-day. You will see over the next few hours the potential pullback, right? So by the time that this is done with its pullback or whatever that is, you would probably reach again to this 6.245, where then the 5 hours prior to closing the 5-day would catch it and then retrace to its 50%, which which would be at around just, oh my goodness, it would it would be right about here at 6.132. And that 132 would then be exactly the 50% of your 13-day, I think. Not exactly. That would actually be the 30%. So, and then we would be below resistance. So validations would then start. That's going to be a critical moment to decide. That right there. So after the 5-day gets done, then your daily catches it your daily will catch it. So that means that this would go back up towards the daily 50%, which could be around 6.40, which then we're going to see how this is going to close. That may close a hanging man, or it may close some type of evening star or something. It looks like it's going to close like a bearish formation though, you know, or a shooting star of sorts. Right, so it feels like it's going to come down to here, so then retraces to the 50%, and if it stays there, you're printing a shooting star. And that would mark off your top end. You know what I mean? Oh crap, just like this. Literally like this. Like, it would do something just like that print, I'm thinking, right? You'll get that red body right in here with the wick coming down to this area, right? And then the longer wick towards the upside, marking off a shooting star. Right? Maybe, brother, maybe. Lower than expected. Germany and France. Oh my goodness, dude. So let's see what's up. But that's what I think USDT could do, brother. I hope I can provide with some okay info here, right? But yeah, this would have total upsides to that's kinked. Daily time frame worth of upside. So man. Let me look at that real quick. Actually, I am pretty curious over that. Because this is already the day going. You know, this is already going. So your daily ATR top on this would be 6.573. This came up to 6.648. Holy crap, it overextended the daily ATR. We are on a day, right? Yeah, daily. Daily top, 6.573. Yeah, man, this thing went all the way to 6.648. Okay, so that means that this would, yeah, it did an upside, but we had downside coming into all of this. So that would mean that we got a daily's worth of downside first. Well, I mean, it would do it anyway. So that would be from the opening of the day minus, what is the daily? 28. 5, 6, and your daily ATR low, yeah, that would be 6.015. Dude, bro, 6.015. Your daily ATR low is 6.015. What? So this is, yeah, this would be where it's kind of going next. And then it'll potentially bounce somewhere. Dude, I think this is going to close a big hammer, a big shooting star. Statistically speaking, that's kind of what it'll be, you know? But it would be right about this area here. Holy 6.0, bro. 015. Like, it's This thing is potentially coming down to like just 6 flat from 6.6 and a half. Damn. That's quite the extremity. So yeah, we got the ATR top already. So, and which, oh God, okay, listen to this. We got the ATR top, right? And the ATR top on this, if we're going to be really granular, let's just look at like a 5-minute time frame. When did it happen? So that happened at 11:30 p.m. my time, which was just an hour ago. So an hour ago was, relative to the 13-day time frame was 16 hours and 16 minutes, and this roughly does at 15.25 to 15.5 hours prior to the close of the 13-day, it would retrace. And it's doing it. So your daily ATR top met right on time for this thing to start retracing at its average, which would retrace whatever it could, right? It's going to be 30% maybe, which then would bounce, right, to maybe back up to 6.40, and then the 5-day would then catch it to bring its 5 hours prior to the downside, right? Then at 1 hour prior to the close, your daily time frame would then retrace. So if this would be the bottom of your daily, you would be closing right about here, which I think you may do at the gap low. And this is your fair value potential. So I think you're closing this as a red, right? And you have this huge downside here and this huge wick. So you are probably closing a huge indecision candle or a spinning top doji, a red spinning top doji, long wick top, which makes, I don't know, on the 13-day, I don't even know what the heck that's going to be. Like, oh my goodness, dude. That would just be one huge ass green bar with this. Oh, I see. This is what I'm like this. Just like that. And look what happened. Holy crap, dude. And the price is there right now. Bro. Yeah. There might be something going on here, man. How about that, brother? Is that cool? Those are my full thoughts on that. Which means that this down means upside in the markets too. The markets are back up again. No problem, brother. Of course. I mean to help as much as I can. So I don't want you guys to feel like, whatever. But yeah, your freaking downsides are coming to a pretty low level, man. Right around that area there. Freaking hell. So the further down Tether dominance goes, Michelle, the further up crypto goes. But I got to say that it's going to be really wild. These next 24 hours, there's going to be massive upside, massive downside, and this potentially indicates that we may touch down at a lower again, that we may have another low coming in, like to go and test that top side and then come back down again. But this would be retracing first. So when we retrace to around 6.38, 6.389 or 6.40 tether dominance, this may bounce to either get that double top or get that 6.537 and then come down again. And then this is a critical point here at 6.247. That may take you up again all the way to 6.537. We're talking about wide ranges of ups and downs in crypto in the next in the next day. I mean, really wild. Like people are going to get shaken. I mean, there's going to be a huge shakeout. That's what it feels like. Yes, I think it's going to go to, I think XRP may hit your 190 target if it hasn't already. 160? Oh my goodness. It hit 185. Whoa. Oh man. Jeez, 185, huh? Yeah, no. I don't think it's gonna go lower than this. It's just that you have one more liquid zone at 179.51. Failing that would be 172, and then you would face the music. 161.67. No, it's not safe. No, it's not safe because these areas create panic. Right? You would need to release a little bit of the asset to widen that liquidation level. Release a little more, getting into the 150s may be okay. Maybe. But yeah, when you get these lows down here, if you see a 185 or, because 185 is very cleanly connected to your 180, that is absolutely possible. I can't tell you that it is going there, right? But it might as well swing like that because people get really scared in crypto. They get massively scared and then they just, that's what creates the swings, right? The swings in price. It's the fear and the inexperience, it goes wild like crazy. Yeah, that could be, Scotty. Absolutely. All right. So yeah, I think they're shaking out again. But all right, team, let's get it. Let's do our little dance and get ourselves some rest and reconvene in the AM. But I love you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. And please be safe. Compita, I love you, buddy. You be safe, all right, dude? Seb, love you, dude. I'll see you, Michelle. Scotty, love you guys. Please, Shock, good job, bro. Keep on killing it, man. Thought Zeus, thank you, buddy. Everybody, man. Pendle, Leo, Ninja, I love you guys. PV, Josue, I love you guys, dude. Daniel. So yeah, guys, just keep your eyes and ears peeled out there for the weirdness, right? And then we'll be, we should be okay. We'll see what's up. All right, team. Well, let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Let's get some rest. I'll see you, team. Bye, everybody. We gonna be all right? Oh yeah. This is it. Later, bro. Peace, team.